Hi guys, this is Rosa Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am here with the final walkthrough of my Folio album that I did. As you know, this was a tutorial for JS Hobbies and Crafts. I'm gonna have the link to the supplies and everything that you need to make this Folio album. Now I'm super happy because I only use half of the paper collection, so you can definitely make a 2 with 1 paper pack. So I am using the A Proper Gentleman collection by Graphic 45. Let me show you what I have left. Well, this is the cover. So I have the same piece that I used on the front cover here. So you can definitely recreate 2 or just make 2 mini albums, maybe one smaller than the other. But look, I didn't even use this one. I just love it so much I didn't want to cut it out. So yeah, you can definitely make 2 projects with that. And so yeah, I even have some of the stickers and some of the chipboard pieces, and I complemented a lot of sections here using just simple craft color cardstock. This is why I have a lot of paper left, and I actually think it's a really good idea since we're going to be adding pictures and you want to get the most out of your paper. So this album measures 11 inches by 9.5, and I do have a tutorial for this. It is 2 parts, so I'm going to have it linked down below as well. So out here, like I show you, I use one of the pages from the collection, but I went ahead and altered it a little bit by fussy cutting around the image and adding some dimension in between the layers just to give it more of a 3D effect. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but I think I like how it stands out compared to being all flat. And same thing here, I cut these little pieces and I add some chipboard on the back to make it stand out from the paper. So I really like how that looks. There is a 1-inch spine on each side. I think it's a 1.25-inch spine, and here's how the back looks like. And I just love this color combination here. So now let's open up the folio. And I do have 3 sets of magnets to keep this closed. The magnets are also from JS Hobbies and Crafts, so you will find them on the link description below. Okay, so over here, what we did is we work on 2 separate pieces to this folio, and then we put it all together at the end. So I'm going to show you the left side here first. I went ahead and added some place for a picture because even though I love the paper, I do feel like it will look a lot nicer if we just add a picture here. I went ahead and layer some of these little pieces from my scraps to, you know, give it a little bit of a look, like it looks like a little pocket. And I just love this page with the pocket watches. So over here again, I couldn't cut this anymore because I just love it so much, and this is why I made this folio this size, because I didn't want to cut the paper a lot. This is one of the chipboard pieces, so here you can write a dedication or like a date of when, you know, this album was, or the pictures were taken that you're putting in here. And then I added this little piece to kind of make it coordinate with the other side a little bit more. And then I use some of my scrap pieces to create some photo mats. So this looks kind of like a little Polaroid. You can add your picture here, and you have you can have that little paper border, but then I also like how this looks. Okay, so that tucks in right here, and I'm going to show you this panel first, and I hope I can fit everything in camera. So this opens up like so, and here is the magnet. So I didn't want to, oh, here's the magnet. So I didn't want to cover this area, but you can definitely add a picture here as well, or you can leave it plain. And so let me show you now the top. Oh, this is going to be a little bit tricky with my tripod in a way, but so up here I just added 2 places for pictures, and I was trying to use my scraps as much as possible. I don't have any scrap pieces of paper like at all, because I use everything to create my photo mats, my little layouts like this. This is the sticker from the sticker sheets, and then here we have room for 2 pictures. Okay, so now let me move this over. So then I'm gonna move this down, and I'll show you this button later. But over here I created this little 8x8 flap, and I made this into a pocket to use that room. You can also put a picture here as well. This is from the stickers. And I just created different photo mats using my scraps, and I just really like making these little Polaroid pictures, the way they look. I think it's really cool. And then just a simple photo mat in there, and then this is one of the cut parts that I thought it looked like a little postcard, so you can add some journaling on the back in there. So then we open this up, and here you can see that I only use some of my scrap pieces of paper, and then here is the room for a large 5x7, and then this little card piece is left open so you can sit on top of your picture like that. Same thing here, so I added this little chipboard piece, and it is open on both sides so you can slide your picture right under like that, but probably you just want your picture here. So this over here is a little accordion booklet, so it opens up. Let me move this over. It opens up like this, and again I embellished this using some scrap pieces of paper and some little cards. Here you can fit 5x7 pictures, and then also you can fit smaller pictures here as well. So you can fit a 4x6, you just have to trim it. I think this measures 4x5.5 or something like that. And then we open the other side, and again different options for pictures. I wanted to make it really like fun, like a scrapbook layout, so it doesn't look all too square. And then also room for larger pictures, which is this one here, and same thing with a little card. And then on the back I'm displaying, oh my gosh, I love this page, the whole collection. I think the pieces, the papers were really cute. I love the vintage style, and you know how it looks like an old newspaper ad. Love that. You can definitely put pictures in here, or just leave them as, you know, as like, you know, plain like that. And then you can simply just add some photo mats, and it will all be tagged in between these two pages, so you don't even have to cover that. Just create some extra photo mats, and you have a lot more room for pictures as well. So once we close all that, on the bottom here, let me move this over. Again, I just created some different areas for pictures, so this opens up like that. And these were large panels, so you can definitely use one big landscape picture, but I did wanted to incorporate some of the scrap pieces and just make it coordinate. So here you can fit a 5x5, same thing on this other side as well. This little car that you can use as embellishment, and same thing here on the back, more room for pictures. Now again, here you can just do a different collage of pictures, so I always like to keep large areas if we want to put like a big 8x8 picture in there. So the top one is a chipboard piece because I do want this to give it a little bit of weight to keep it close, and also you remember which one goes on top. Now this whole thing closes up. Move this out of the way. So you close it up like that, and then you do have a magnet there connecting. And since I didn't want to cover this area, I did make this into like a little pocket, so we can still use the room for pictures, and you don't necessarily have to glue it on that page. Okay, so now let's move on to this other side. I already showed you this little area where I wanted to have room for a picture. And then this part of the folio opens up like that, and this is my favorite. So I did not want to cover that. But you can definitely add a picture or just leave it like that. Enjoy the beautiful paper. So then this is another trifold. You open it like so, and on this side over here, this area has the magnet, so when you close this magnet will connect here. So you don't want to do anything on this page. You can probably just put a picture, but I wouldn't do any layouts here. But on this side, I did want to take advantage of this area here. So I have the magnet there, so I'm not covering the magnet, but I am adding these little layouts in here. So we can add a large picture, and then on these layouts, we have here room for a big 5x5. You can fit a big 5x7. Same thing here. So see how I made these photo mats in different sizes. So this one's slightly smaller than that. I just think it's fun to put different size pictures. And then here I added one of these cut parts as an embellishment that you can put your picture behind. And then this large area, you can fit an 8 by 10, or you can just collage different pictures in there. Okay, so that is this part. And then let's go back in here and open this whole thing. So I guess I can show you the middle section first. So I wanted to do something fun using this card collection here. And if you watch my tutorial, I mentioned that me as a kid myself used to collect these little cards with my brother, and we love playing with them. These little tiny vintage cars, and you can open the doors and move the wheels. It was so much fun. So I wanted to do like a little collection here and display all of them. So I made one of these pull down waterfalls, and then even when you pull it down, you can see them coming from there. So you can see some up here, and you can see even more coming down here. So I think this is like a really fun album for anyone that had collected some of these little cards in the past. I was gonna say in the future. But then also I think they still make them and sell them, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so then that closes up like that. Up here I have a little chipboard piece, which I love how it looks, but sometimes this might get, like cut up when you push it up on the chipboard here like that. So something to keep in mind if you're making that and you don't want to have to struggle. But all you do is just bring this up a little bit, and there you go. But yeah, so I didn't think about that, but it doesn't bother me too much. So then we open this section here again, and then a large area for a big 8 by 10. And I embellished some of these using the sticker sheets. Again, I'm just using scrap pieces of paper and large photo mats. This would be a big 4 by 6 and 2 4 by 6s here. Well, this is actually probably a 4 by 5, but there you go. And again, this is another piece of the newspaper design that I really love. You can definitely add pictures on there or just keep it as it is. So this closes up like that. There's no magnet here. I don't think there's a need for it, since all of that is going to be wrapped with these two. Okay, and now I can show you the last section, which is this right side here. So I have a pocket, and I thought this was really fun. So I made this little pocket, and you can fit, these inside mats are 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So you can fit a 4 by 6, and then you will have a little bit of this border. And then the chipboard was left open, so you can slide a picture under there and under here, something like that. And again, little scrap pieces of paper, and make it look kind of like that Polaroid, just a larger size. And this tuck into this pocket here, and the pocket kind of holds together the top piece here. So now on the top we have one of these interconnecting waterfalls, I guess you can call it. So it's just like two little booklets that overlap each other like that. And then the bottom pocket also opens down, and I'll show you that in a minute, but I just want to show you how here you have another large area for a big 8 by 10 if that's what you're planning on adding there. And then here is the accordion fold. Now this is a little bit narrow. This is 4 by 8, but you can put 2 smaller pictures everywhere, or yeah, something like that. And then here as well, more room for pictures. Now this does close with a magnet, so it's not like flopping all over the place, but these two just kind of close up like that, and then you use the pocket to keep this whole area closed, and then we close it up like that. And we have the magnet here that holds this together. And there you go. We have plenty of room to expand, as you can see here. Once you add the pictures on the back, this is gonna hold better. You have all this room, and then when we close this, you see that you still have plenty of room to expand. And there you go. That is my large folio using a proper gentleman collection, my graphic 45. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.